Hi, in this video we're going to look at some drum kit applications for flamming the diddles. Okay, so this video is like an extension from the previous video that I made on flamming the diddles. If you haven't seen that video, go and check that out first, because this sort of extends on that idea. I'll leave a link in the description below. Alright, so we're going to start applying some of the sticking to the drum kit. Now we're going to look at the single paradiddle sticking. So we're going to have a right, left on the snare drum. And then when we get to the double, remember it's a flam tap now, so it's going to be this. So you'll have like a flam on the snare and then the double right on the floor tom. And then we're going to end up with a left right on the snare. And then the flam tap idea will now move to the first tom. So you're getting this double hit on the toms, but we're getting a flam just before that double hit. So I'll just demonstrate that now. I'm going to play like a samba foot pattern underneath, just to sort of give it a bit more of a flowing groove. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so you're starting to get all four limbs sort of sorted, and you're going to learn to start to expand this onto the toms. If that samba foot pattern's a bit of a challenge, you can simplify it by just sort of walking the feet just from bass drum to hi-hat. Alright, so now let's just try the reverse paradiddle with the same concept. Right hand onto the floor tom, left hand up onto the first tom. Let's try that a bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. So why not try and combine them? We'll start with the reverse paradiddle into that offbeaty single paradiddle sticking. We'll do one bar of each in 16th notes. What if you took that same sticking and just put your right hand onto the cowbell? We'll just try let's just try the single paradiddle sticking with the flams. Right hand cowbell, left hand snare. I might turn the snare off for this and get that sort of timbali, sort of Latin-y sound between cowbell and snare. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try the reverse paradiddle, same concept. 3 and a 4 and a. Let's try one of each. And a bit faster. There's a bit happening there, but again, it's just the same sticking pattern, just applied to some different surfaces. You could play exactly the same exercise again between floor tom and first tom. Alright, let's stay on the reverse paradiddle. Another way of playing it might be to play between floor tom and first tom. For the first half of the pattern. So this is the first half. So you got your flam tap, and then your left right. The second half of it, we're going to bring the double or the diddle down here onto the snare drum, and then go back up onto the first tom. To put those two together, bit faster, 3 and 4. Again, there's a lot of ways you can do these things. It's just a matter of sitting down on the drums once you've got them under your hands and trying to come up with creative ideas. When you're playing the samba foot pattern, the outward paradiddle really lines up nicely with your hands and your feet. So I found this is a good practice exercise to get things lined up. The outward paradiddle is the right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right. Again, left hand will come up onto the first tom, the right hand will come down to the floor tom when we do the doubles. And that, when you do those doubles, it lines up with your bass drum playing the samba foot pattern. I'll play it nice and slow. It sounds like this. We'll try that a little bit faster. I'll turn the snare off and sort of get that bit of a jungly sound. So yeah, it's just reinforcing the bass drum pattern, keeping your hands moving, but getting everything flowing, and that sort of outlines that sort of samba-y sort of sound. Okay, let's stay on the outward paradiddle. The right hand's going to stay on the cowbell. The left hand's going to start down here on the snare, and then when it's time to play that double stroke, I'm going to put it up onto the first tom to get that sort of jungly Latin sort of sound. You'll notice here at the end my left hand jumped over to the floor tom. Exactly the same pattern, just playing the diddles up here or down here. Alright, let's look at the inward paradiddle. We're going to take the double accents with the left hand up onto the first tom, the double accents down onto the floor tom, everything else on the snare, samba feet pattern. It's a good one. It's a hard one to get things lined up. I find it a good sort of coordination exercise. Plus you've got the E accents, which makes it sort of quite syncopated. We'll take that one a little bit faster. Another way I like to use these is to sort of play like a swinging, sort of funky New Orleans feel. The feet are playing that sort of classic New Orleans foot ostinato, which sounds like this. So keep everything on the snare with the hands. Okay, there's a few examples there for you to work on, getting the sticking patterns from the pad onto the drum kit. So stay with them for a while, try and get a nice flow to your playing by using these, and hopefully some more creative ideas will come. Alright, take care, thanks for watching, see you on the next one, cheers.